And that leaves us 2 minutes to go before the scheduled match. The game has gone out 11 minutes ago, I guess. So actually, they're probably pretty far along.
Nice. I think I may leave it just you and Maurice. Let me see if I have anything really important to say about this game.
There's no game yet.
I don't. Despite the fact that this was originally subbed, I think, by me for the first time to MT, I have nothing that important to say about this game.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Maurice, you've been voluntold back into the commentary booth. Welcome.
Yes? Man,
You're
miss.
ready, right?
I'm always ready. You...
It's definitely not 6 a.m. over there.
It's very much 6 a.m. over here. But, Miss, man, you've been handing it out towards ID. Like, I was obviously listening and everything. Man, poor guy. He's just talking about, like, memes and stuff, and you're like... like, you would have killed me with those words.
There was just such an old man quality. Like, it just didn't... I don't know. If you're gonna go off script, right? If you're gonna go off road, it's got to be worth it.
The Walter White meme.
You can't derail everything just to be like, I saw a meme once. I'm gonna drag you a little bit. It's tough. That's a tough game though. It's just like when I was watching that was the second time I've watched the race, and I feel like only this time was I like picking up on key moves. So I can understand wanting to talk about something that wasn't the game, especially when there's only like one good move and then like some busy work, right? So you're just like watching the busy work being like,
Yeah.
Also, honestly, it's a failing of mine, I think, that I was not able to yes and on top of what he was doing. It makes me look good when someone else, they put themselves out there and they go, what about this, right? I get to make myself look really good by being like, that's dumb and you're stupid. I look like the big shot and they look stupid, right? But I'm the one who just sucked all the air out of the room, right? I'm the one who just put the kibosh on the whole bit, and now what are we doing? We're just standing here doing nothing. It's a beginner trap in improv.
You're kind of the bar. Let's be honest here. You're the bar of commentary on MFH that everyone strives to reach. So like whatever you do is automatically correct. It's a comfy position for you to be in, I think.
I see.
If you realize it or not.
Well, I'll be the first to tell you I don't got it all figured out.
You're like the older brother with the friends group. Everyone's looking to you.
What I say goes.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like trouble,
Yeah.
even if I'm smoking and staying out late and not going to school, and doing my homework.
And you're talking about how the CIA has like got these lasers, and man, you gotta look out.
ID had nothing to say about this game except to come in and then say, actually, it's very unique and fun.
What? He left like this game was gonna be like Sokoban within
Completely
Sokoban.
forgettable.
Yeah.
There's nothing redeeming about it whatsoever.
You're the cool smoking lock from Splash Lake.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
That guy has sunglasses and he's like chilling. Who wouldn't want to be the cool smoking lock from Splash Lake?
What are these buttons they're binding? The 1 and 2 buttons?
That's a Master System, isn't it? I mean, I already know it's a PC Engine game.
I guess it's PC Engine. But you're right, though. I think Master System did have 1 and 2.
Yeah, and then for Genesis, they were like, what if we have ABC instead? And Z, of course. Wait, doesn't it have
X,
Z?
Y, Z up top.
Oh yeah, that's the 6-button controller. I never
on the
had that.
6-button controller.
Only
Yeah,
had the 3 one.
Played Street Fighter, having to press the start button to have your buttons swap between punches and kicks. Took me about an hour to figure out how to kick someone. Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis.
I had Street Fighter 2 for SNES, but I don't know, it was never for me.
Yeah. I had the strategy guide for Mortal Kombat. So I got into that one just because I could be like, oh, here's how I do every move. And so like just like getting good at doing every move
But that's
was like a motivation.
like back then, it's like the same thing where they cannot patch the game. In the same sense, they cannot patch the strategy guide. Like, I feel like maybe you wouldn't be able to guess the meta in the, who knows, 50 hours that they spent with the game in order to write the guide, right?
True.
And
I
then
remember they did have combos though, which is kind of funny that they figured that stuff out.
yeah, but then maybe it's like, oh, you should focus on like grabbing your opponent a lot. But then it turns out it's actually a bad strat because it, I don't know.
Yeah, actually, in this game, grabs are broken, and anyone can defeat a grab with a jab for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna write the best guide with everything in it. They just accepted that.
Yeah, it makes more sense for like an RPG. Like a guide, it's just gonna be mostly like they're gonna put like the maps and where to go and what the item stats are and stuff. It's more objectively correct. But with a 1v1 game where the meta might evolve a little bit, like I'm pretty sure Melee, how it is played today on the same game, is very different from how they played it 20 years ago.
Yeah, I bet if you could, if someone wrote a quote-unquote strategy guide for it, with everything that every pro player knew 20 years ago, and people read it now, they would probably laugh. Even speedrunning. There were some things that people got completely wrong about Metroid Prime. There was a website entirely devoted to speedrunning and doing tricks and exploring Metroid Prime called Metroid 2K2, 2002. And they had videos on like, here's how to do this trick to skip this item, and here's this, and here's that, and there were forums with an active community, and everyone thought that the way to jump further was to do an L-lock spring jump, where you look down and you hold L to lock your view down, and then as you jump, you release L so that your view springs upwards, and that was giving them more distance on their jump. And it was giving them more distance, but it had nothing to do with locking the view. It was just the fact that holding L prevents a speed decrease when you press jump to leave the ground. So they were like accidentally doing the right thing and didn't know why. And there's a number of ways in which they just got really basic movement things wrong, despite having like a page devoted to how to do these tricks on their website.
Yeah, I pulled up, I think this was from a Nintendo Power issue, like Tetris tips, and these are pretty good. Like favorite
Build
sides.
on the far left or right, but left is better.
It's even, no, right is better. The eye rotates towards the right.
Well, you build.
Oh,
you build your stack to the left.
sorry. The well is on the right.
Yeah.
You're right, you build on the left. Yeah, down
Don't
center,
the pile.
fill the gaps. It seems really obvious, but sure, think about the future, super important. But this is like still true.
Yeah. They did a good job.
Alright, let's have a look at the racers, because we're starting to get readier than before. Bright Shadow on the left versus Cookies Are Yum, as it turns out, on the right.
Cookie.
Yesterday I
My
didn't...
raspy, sick voice helps me do a Cookie Monster a little bit. Cookie.
Yesterday, when I was reading the upcoming matches, the spaces weren't there. So I was like, oh, it's Cookies Rium.
Cookie Ezirum.
Yeah, but no, it makes a lot more
C is
sense.
for cookie. They're here for the first time. We don't know much about them, but I mean, we know they like cookies.
And not potato chips.
Versus Bright Shadow, who we know a decent amount about. It's been around for a while. 7th edition, a positive win rate. Did really well, Mystery Tournament 16. Got up to 25th.
Mm-hmm.
And is one of the racers who lately has been joining a lot of races, like outside of the tournament. Just people like, hey, you want to race some demos? Sure. I'm glad people are still keeping that spirit alive. That's where all this came from. When speedrunning was novel and niche and smaller and thus more connected, there was a huge chunk of people who really liked to just race each other on speedruns live. They would just play whatever. Play Mario, Super Metroid, Zelda. And then eventually people started playing games they'd never played before and racing them anyway. And then a whole community around that formed. And eventually it was like, let's do a tournament, right? And now here we are. But before that, it was like, let's just race some games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these days we have an audience that's more about the tournament. I don't know, I think it just fits better into people's lives these days. But we lost a little bit of that, let's just play some stuff. So I'm glad that there are people keeping that spirit alive.
Yeah, we have the weekly blind, but even that has been a little on the decline with the attendance.
Yeah.
But we still
Spawn.
we still keep kind of the spirit, right? Because you're allowed to join whatever MT race you want. So come and race with us. See how you stack
Play
up.
some games. Bright Shadow is one of the like 117 people who have a tied world record in Home Alone for the NES. Do you know about this game?
No.
It's like a survive for 20 minutes while they chase you around the house sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's no way to speed it up. So as long as you just don't die, you don't lose any time, and you get the world record, the fastest at the time.
Oh, I thought like it ended like you have to use the zipline or whatever.
Well, I think there's the trick is that there's like, it's actually extremely hard to never get caught, but there's a glitch where you climb up a thing on the outside of the house and they climb up after you and then they get stuck and they just sit there for like 18 minutes while you stand there, and then time just ticks down. But maybe there's some final thing you have to do. You have to be standing here and then you'll win or whatever. I don't know.
Then
But yeah, so let me look.
And there's also just no way to speed up any of it, so the easiest way to play the game is still the fastest way to play the game.
Yes. Robbing it of virtually any merit.
It's Home Alone for the NES.
19 minutes and 58 seconds. At the top is D. Tysonator, who did it 13 years ago. But since then, there's been a number of people who have done it over the 13 years. So scrolling down, there's just a trophy next to the first 100 times on the leaderboard. It doesn't say first or second because it's a tie for first. We got to go down to, let's see, I'm on the second page here. That's, I think, 200 people who have a tied world record. Down to 300 people. Okay, 301 people. No, wait.
Who's verifying all of this?
1958. Some people got a 1959. That's heartbreaking. 300 people have a 1958, and then there's a couple people with 1959 and 20. And a 2035. That's so funny. No, I missed it by a second. Oh well. Second is pretty good. Bright Shadow also has like the second place time in Lawnmower. A game with a long history around these parts. They compete in the Lawn Movember events that roll around in November.
Uh, I think Twitch just died in Germany. Like not the streaming side, because I can still stream, but like the playing side for me, which is problematic.
So you can't see the player streams.
I can see Cookies Are Yum because I loaded it before it died, but I'm pretty sure if I were to refresh it, oh, it's working again. We did it.
Okay.
Twitch undied.
When Maurice goes quiet, I get scared. He's normally so capable that if something has actually prevented his ability from talking, I'm like, oh, it must be pretty bad.
But it's like, as a programmer, you do not like problems that are out of your control. And Twitch being unable to stream video to me is very much out of my control. Alright, let's reveal the game. It's called Gomola Speed, which I watched ID play. He played this to test it like as a potential submission, or maybe it was submitted. And I thought this game looks absolutely insane.
The name has me on edge. The graphical style is
Oh.
well, this is the perfect song to match this game.
Yeah, I agree.
I was trying to find the words to communicate how I feel about the style of this game, and then the music to communicate the style of this game started playing, and I was like, this is better. Connect your bodies to make a long chain.
Yeah, basically, first you play Snake, and then you kill enemies by circling them like it's a Mario Party minigame.
You're not super long.
And you're really fast.
But you gotta be.
Cookies I Am gets like disconnected.
I guess the speed, it doesn't matter. Only length determines the size of loop that you have to work with. I like the idea of mashing the enemies into the corner.
Oh god, the screen is really big too.
Bright Shadow's relying on this sort of diamond formation.
Oh, I don't... Oh. I thought you couldn't get the food if it's on the edge, but I guess you can.
Yeah, you can sort of mash it in there.
Yeah, you can like go through it and it counts.
Which
Ouch!
seems stronger than trying to do a genuine loop at this speed.
Bright Shadow ran into a thing head first, and that just completely reset the level, but like it still says open? Oh.
Yeah, it needed a full body.
Oh. So it remembers what food you ate, but you still gotta get your snake together.
Do you have to eat your own body part and have it travel through until it pops out the end?
Oh, what's going on there?
Why the corner? Why? Is it a bonus game?
Oh, you gotta paint everything?
You hit a button to activate what you're standing on?
I think it's when you make a circle. It will paint everything that you're standing on.
Okay. So paint the world?
Look, I don't know. The music suddenly went circus.
Stop. Here's where you collect all the enemies in the corner and then do a circle and grab them all.
Nice.
How did you not get both there? What the heck? Cookies Are Yum seems to be moving slower. Is it just me?
Yeah, but this wasn't the case for all the levels. So maybe like it's like holding a button to go faster? What does Spaceman say?
There is a move fast button. Yeah, I missed the chance to grab the paste bin.
It's in it's pinned. In chat. Oh, this is the level that ID had huge trouble on. I remember this.
Bombs to stun enemies.
Oh, but also bombs to kill yourself. That's not good. Cookies I Am needs to eat more enemies. Brightshadow did not paint this much of the stage.
Yeah. The previous levels and the paste bin have only talked about eating all the enemies, not painting the floor. So it was my first instinct to be like, okay, paint the floor.
Yeah.
But you should stick to the lessons the game has taught you.
What do you think about the decision not to move fast?
Well, it's kind of like Lawnmower in that way. That game has a go fast button.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pluses and minuses. Obviously, faster is just better. Like, you're just covering more ground, so you're gonna do more things more quickly.
Yeah.
But the boost to accuracy, like with the number of times I've seen them try to circle an enemy and not quite do a circle,
they keep going in too big of a circle.
and like that problem happens less when you go slow, right? So surely there's some room to use it to increase your accuracy. But then now you're trying to learn how to play at two different speeds. You've introduced another variable, which is harder than just working with a simpler system. I think it's going to depend a lot on the person. But of course, the ideal would be to sort of get comfortable at using both speeds appropriately.
Oh, you don't actually need to defeat all enemies, you just have to eat all the food. As Cookies I Am just discovered.
Okay.
Cookies I Am did not destroy any of those, like, crab-looking things.
And made up a lot of time. It's here on the same level. Brightshadow's been using the bombs to stun enemies.
This looks like a...
Oh, look at that imposter. That's not your body. That's an evil bug.
What's that game? Gauntlet or something?
Yeah, there's sort of a gauntlet vibe here.
Yeah. That game sucks.
It depends on the version.
Oh, Cookies I Am got, like, spotted by the eye looking guy.
Just the last two body segments for Brightshadow. Can you blow yourself up with your own bombs?
Oh my god, these eyes are brutal. But Shadow seems to think you gotta kill everything.
Oh, one of the pieces of food made its way all the way down here.
Oh,
Lost the body parts,
And
zoned out by the eye.
these eyes are brutal.
Has pushed the food into the eye's house in the bottom left.
The eye house.
And now it's a disaster. The body parts are running away. They've escaped out the doggy door.
Oh, eaten one of the eyes. 50,000 points. Or 5,000, I guess.
Cookies Are Yum left a body part behind. Lost a whole bunch more.
It's to get them all back from this, like, eye hole here.
Oh man, your body is so big, so like you see an enemy and you're like, oh no, and you turn away, but then your body is still going to that dangerous spot for a long time before it finally turns away.
Yeah. It's really not a problem you run into with Snake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing moves but you in Snake.
yeah. Like, it becomes a wall, that's the issue, but it's not like, oh, I gotta get out of the way. Okay, so...
Not in love with the music. I'm happy to bring back Sonic Spinball's music.
Sonic Spinball was great, but I think it's over.
There's the exit, but Cookies Are Yum is not whole. The eye's zoning out. Cookie dropped a couple bombs. He's going for the exit. Gets in.
But, huh?
No, there's one more somewhere.
But it's open. Oh, like a body part is left, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Right there.
That's not a body part, that's a bug.
Doing a quick check. What is that? It's a boss.
Yeah.
You gotta bomb its parts off before you can circle it.
Like, what even is this boss? It's like a frog robot surrounded by 5 whale robots. What are we doing?
Why is the frog bigger than the whales?
And why do they have some kind of symbiotic relationship? How do you even kill this guy?
I assume you gotta bomb the whales, which is not a position the Mystery Funhouse typically endorses. Decides to just run into the boss to see, like, is this gonna do anything? No, it does not.
I mean, it did something.
That's true. An undesirable something has happened.
Kookies is also here. Has already collected everything. He's gonna have to sneak past this, like, cutting enemy thing. Alright, that was fast.
Last of the food.
We need some food. Nom nom. Now it's boss time.
Well, that bomb didn't quite make contact with the whale. Okay, there we go. We're gonna see what happens. Something happened.
Oh, the whales got disconnected. We can eat them.
Eat the whale.
Oh, but we're
Too
so
small.
short!
Your body.
Maybe that was like an opportunity to go slower, so that you can at least try to make the best possible circle.
True.
What are we doing actually? Beat Act 11. What does that even mean? Are we on like 7 then, or what?
This is Act 6.
Oh. This sounds short? Potentially? Oh, Kookies gets
Bomb
some,
goes off.
but has to get some snakes back.
Goes for the body part. Is missing one. Is gonna go for that other body
Oh,
part
why?
instead of doing anything.
These bombs late. Oh god.
Oh, almost. Grab
Oh.
that stuff.
The whales are like teaming up and making too big of a target for us to circle around. Oh, and then they snap shots right when we get there.
Oh, brightshadow just pushed the boss away to isolate the whales, like some sort of, like, coyote when they separate the baby bison from the pack.
What a comparison.
It's savage, man. Nature does these things not because, like, it's like the shortest path to, you know, the shortest solution to a problem. Look to the animal kingdom in your mystery tournament matches.
Oh no. So does the boss stay a little dead? Doesn't seem like it. I think the whales got removed when we ate them.
Yeah, I think so. I think you gotta do it all in one go.
Oh, that's a good hit. Oh, but like... Okay. Maybe that's like the time to go slow.
Definitely needs to do a little bit better.
Oh, run straight into a whale.
Cookies Are Yum is lost. Their
Game over.
body.
Command is... boiler, alien, star, boiler. We don't need it.
Apparently there's a reason to write that down, though. Or there was, until that happened to our testers and they decided to provide every password that they'll need throughout the goal in the pace.
Oh my god, these cutters, man. Just...
Okay, that one's been bombed. Will it be stunned long enough for Cookie to get past it after collecting the body?
I
Yes.
would try to eat it.
Yeah, get it out of there.
I mean, or like kill the boss, obviously. Then it doesn't matter if you eat it or not. But that's like... Oh, but...
A tippy touch whale stun. What happened to those body parts? What hit them?
I think the bomb did.
Oh.
Cookies isn't even gonna try. I don't know if Cookies is aware you need to eat the boss. Probably, right? That's all we've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be too unreasonable to assume a boss is going to work differently because it's a boss. You might think, like, alright, he's flashing, I did damage. Now a couple more hits, and he'll die. But this game has been rather thematically consistent, right? Even when you were painting the floor, it wasn't about the floor, it was circling the enemies, because that's what this game is all about.
Yep. And this stupid cutter guy on the way to the boss, I would have killed this guy like 5 attempts ago.
Does he stay dead if you get rid of him?
That's a good question.
If he does, then, like, yes, absolutely, right? Where is Cookies Are Yum body? Oh, it's all over the place.
Ah, Bright Shadow just barely missing the boss.
Okay, boss. Yeah, your own bombs will kill you. Confirmed.
Command. Why does Cookies have to enter with the password? Okay, spoiler. Oh, is it a different password?
Ninja-kun?
Alien? Why is it a different password? Is it like lives?
No.
Act 1.
The password screen said no.
Huh? I mean, so it should be Robot Mutron. Star Robot.
Yeah.
Baseman says, passwords in case you didn't write them down, like some dumb testers in all caps. Quite rude.
Scrolling to see if Cookies Are Yum has been saying anything in race chat. What is going on with the cursor? Why does it quantumly exist on both start and command?
Maybe they were holding down? Oh, Bright Shadow has eaten all but one whales?
No.
All but 2 whales?
No. No. No.
What are we... Is this a task all of a sudden?
What is happening? Bright Shadow is entering a password, and this looks like something we've seen before.
Is this robot?
Star Robot. That's what yep, that's okay. That's not no. Cookies Are Yum's controls have gone crazy. Yeah, they're saying their controller is bugged in the race chat, which lines up with what we're seeing.
It's pressing everything as fast as humanly and inhumanly possible.
Every button has become a turbo button. I don't know what controller they're using. I don't know how to help them. Has their controller been turbo this entire time? And because this game just doesn't have... No, the bombs must be a button press, right? Surely they must have noticed. Red Shadow's game is informing them
Yeah,
how to
it's
play
back on the
video game.
tutorial. It's so funny.
It's trying to circle the cutter with a very small body. Can't make it happen. We'll do a retime once Cookies Are Yum manages to fix this controller issue. Assuming that they fix this controller issue. I mean, if the thing is done broke, then it's broke. Then I guess you play on a keyboard, and if you're unfamiliar with keyboard, you probably just lose.
We're able to enter buttons.
This game is hard enough. I think I would be
Robot Mutron.
struggling even with a controller.
What are we entering?
Yeah, this is not the right password.
This is the password for level 5. No.
Not even.
I mean, so it goes like robot Mutron star. Like what's a Mutron?
Oh. We started out okay.
Yeah, that looked pretty good until it didn't. No, this is level 5 again. What?
Well, they're gonna see this isn't the right level. Red Shadow's made a lot of progress on the boss.
That didn't hit.
Wow.
What a scam. Did one hit? Push the guy out of the way? Yeah, isolated.
Now what?
It
He
just explodes! Yeah!
Exit hole your goal.
It's true. That is my goal. Oh, what's this?
I feel like I could have worked exit hole your goal into my mystery tournament intro.
Eat a fruit. Exit
Soul
hole.
goal to fill the role. Exit.
What? Whoa! We're being chased by this, like, kind of scary-looking guy.
I don't like the way that it like throbs.
Yeah, it's pulsating. I mean, everything's
yeah.
kind of pulsating.
Yes.
But this guy's
But this thing especially.
he's the most
Can you
pulsating.
put another bomb down with good timing such that it blows up and puts it right back into stun lock?
Probably. I mean, it also seems to really like your bombs. It like gets baited like that thing from Breath of the Wild in the sand.
Oh. Alright, so not too hard to deal with.
Wait,
Where's
is
the
it,
rest of the body?
is it Breath of the Wild or is it Tears of the Kingdom?
I didn't play either one, so I just sort of nodded my head on that. That's
Well,
not
then-
true. I played some Breath of the Wild.
In that case, it's what I said.
Hyper energy state.
Whoa! A close enemy! 1,000 points. Times one, times one. Like Balatro over here.
Boss fight's been pretty messy for Cookies.
But at least he's back on here, you know?
Yeah, is playing the game again.
Oh good. Because you don't want to stay near your bumps.
Will be difficult for the moderator to figure out exactly how much, if any, retime for the controller problem.
And
Because like entering the wrong password, that
Ye-
was like some user error, right? Unfortunate, but
yeah.
not a glitch. Bomb burn.
Baron?
Burn.
Baron? Oh,
Hasn't figured out you're supposed to eat him. How many times do you bomb the boss before you realize maybe I'm not doing any damage?
Oh, running into the whales, trying to collect thing. Use key to open door. Well, yeah. Thank you.
I did not clock that as a door. I was like, it's a barrel that you have to roll over by pushing it. Brightshadow's missing some body parts somewhere, right? It looks
Yeah,
small.
this is not the full length.
Not that I want to Gomola shame anyone. Alright? It's all about how you use it, but could benefit from a slightly longer Gomola.
Needs to put on some weight.
Some of these levels where there's no room to dodge, I agree that it could be very worthwhile to eat these enemies and get them out of here.
If
Maybe
they
like these like metal ones are like uneatable or something.
yeah, the big ones. I mean, if they respawn when you die, I don't think I would bother. That was not a
I
circle.
don't know how that was a loop, but okay.
Yeah, come on.
Every now and again, the game decides a twisty pretzel is a tasty enough snack. Gives it to you.
This is already Act 9 for Bright Shadow. So it's just 3 levels to clear. Ah, Cookie, no.
And into the bomb. The music is coming back around.
Yeah. It's not really fitting. It's more like an adventure game where you swing a sword around and jump. But it's alright.
It's got a. I like the bass. I think the bass is appropriate.
Cookies is
These
not...
enemies are glitching out. What's up with these sprites?
I think they're supposed to do this. But maybe not. I don't know, it just...
Their
To me it looks...
interference field.
That's what I was thinking, like, oh, they're like robots and they're jazzing about. But now that you say it, maybe they're not doing that.
You know that thing that robots do?
They jazz,
Jazzing about.
they jazz about all day, and I hate it. As an IT specialist, I have to stop them from jazzing about. Oh, what's it? It's like scary, right? The game spawns you right next to all the things.
There's a door that you need a key to open normally, but I guess we're gonna bomb it. Okay.
But like, what's gonna be on the right of this level? That we're getting all of this for free.
True. So they start you with a tutorial that like you can bomb
Oh my
certain
God.
wall tiles. Act 11 is the end of the goal. Not 10, whatever this is.
Hey, 11 is gonna be soon though.
It's so hard to make a circle with all these, like, donguses that keep snaking out of the wall. That's food. You can't leave that food, Bright Shadow. Maybe he's trying to find more body? Is there more body?
I feel like this is our regular length.
Oh, there was one to your left back here. Oh, nice chain reaction of bombs from Cookies Are Yum.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't. But it's a good skill. Bright Shadow gets a food. That's progress. Oh, you can maneuver the food into a safe area and then loop it.
Yeah. Bright Shadow is doing a good job here.
I'm impressed. Though I probably shouldn't be too surprised that controlling a fast-moving... Like, I guess you can stop moving, but ideally you never stop moving. It's very lawnmower-esque.
There we
Eventually, one of these is going to count as a lopsided circle.
go. The struggle.
Cookies Are Yum has landed a lot of hits on the boss, but is not really...
Not attacking.
Like, look at the timing on these bombs. It's immaculate.
Bright Shadow just has like...
Oh, it's so good. Oh, man.
Yeah, Bright Shadow just has like 3 more doors to bomb, and then that's the end of 10. Oh, and stuns the enemy. Oh!
Oh, surprise!
What the? No!
Game over.
What? No!
Incredibly rude. I kinda cannot believe that just happened.
Okay, all the food has been eaten. The game over did not reset that.
Wow, even on a continue, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I like these long movements here to avoid anything popping out.
Oh god. You shouldn't have said anything.
Sheesh.
This race is over. I'm calling it. Cookies Are Yum, even if he figures it out here. It's just been too long. Getting stuck on something that Bright Shadow immediately figured out.
Yeah, I mean, Bright Shadow's seen enough. I do not think they're the kind of player who might completely self-destruct after getting horribly robbed the way that they did at the end of this level. Which is like the only thing that could possibly get Cookie out of the situation. Oh, it's pushing...
No, doesn't go for it. I agree with you. It's all we've been doing. We've been drawing circles around things in order to, like, remove, interact, whatever with them.
Yep.
Oh my god, look at this. It's the glitch boss. He's jazzing about.
Oh, he's got a core. Do you have to bomb the core? How come you gotta leave and get more body parts?
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, you gotta call the genie.
What? You circle a thing and that lets you shoot?
The hell is going on?
What is that? I'm sorry, a magic lamp gives you a rebus tutorial to the puzzle boss mechanic?
It's the same one!
Cookies Are Yum is fighting the boss appropriately. Like a frickin' boss.
That was
Look at
fast.
That. Like, it was all training, right? Like, Cookies masterfully figured out bomb timing, placement, positioning. Like, of course they destroyed the boss quickly at that point.
Wait, the entrance is blocked off. How do we leave? Do we have to make a circle? Oh, okay.
Oh, you can still go.
What's at the bottom? Key. Take a key for coming in. This thing didn't want to stay in the middle for us to rotate around.
Triple bug stun for Bright Shadow.
I thought he was gonna get a
so
3-time multiplier.
When you loop these enemies, is that giving you ammo to bring back to the main room and shoot at the boss? Is that the thing? No, that thing is.
Oh, you gotta loop that thing.
You gotta get in there first. Is that a door you open with a key, or can you bomb it?
We did see a key, like, just randomly in the corner there. Oh, no! Just too fast, couldn't make a small circle.
Cookies Are Yum has got a lot of enemies prowling around here. Whoa, left a body part, but did escape.
I like that. The -1 is still enough to make nice circles.
What's the key doing up there? Oh, just bomb this wall. That doesn't make
What?
any sense. The key was like up high. I thought it was up high,
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's just the walls just slope upwards and then drop down.
It's like in a jail cell.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just go in there, make a
I
circle.
can't believe it starts you in this tiny room with a boss, and what you're supposed to do is leave.
Yeah, first up to get more body parts, then down to get the random key from the random wall. Press 1 to shot.
What a wild game. I wish we got to see more of it, honestly.
Oh, we can shoot now. And it's really overpowered. Compared to dropping bombs and waiting for them to explode. Oh, why do you eat them? Just leave, bro.
Maybe he's hungry.
Well... the sooner you're done, the sooner you can eat.
That's true. You got bigger fish to fry here. If you're hungry, eat this thing.
Do you have to time it? Like, so that immediately when he opens, you're shooting? Oh,
Whoa.
yeah! Just barely gets it in. Okay, get in there!
Get in there.
Make
Eat his body.
Make a circle!
Oh.
Oh, going
pushes
slow.
The shell away. Eat the core.
Oh no! It reformed!
Game over.
Telefract.
Do you have the key? Do you have the attack power-up?
Oh, that's a good question. I assume yes.
Oh, you're just a tiny little guy. Oh, your body parts are here too.
Just shit on the bat. So, do we not make a circle around the core? It seemed
I
kind
wonder.
of tiny. Little.
The other boss we defeated by eating all of its little parts, and then the core blew up on its own.
Yeah, but even the parts are big. Look at this thing.
Yeah. Even those whales are pretty big.
Okay. What? We push it off screen. It's gonna crash
That's
the
true.
game.
If you can push it off screen, that does seem like maybe you're not supposed to circle it.
I think I would try again to circle the bus. But not with missing one part. Oh, I would leave. I would leave. Oh! What? Okay!
Good enough.
Bullshit, but okay.
The exit has opened. That's it. Bright Shadow's our victor. A profane message from the alien is the final words of Gomola Speed. What a wild game.
It was not a circle. I'm sorry. He like faced over him and the game was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Then it disappeared too.
Yeah.
It just vanished, and then everything else was exploding. And
It did-
that was how I knew.
It didn't make a cool explosion like the frog did.
No. Cookie's got the red key. I don't have the official ruling. I would assume Cookies has a small retime for a controller going insane.
I would... This is just my random speculation. I would say it's not longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's already been a minute, and the boss is like 3 rooms you gotta solve. I do not see it.
There's Act 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, true. There's also like 3 acts between. And we gotta do the tutorial again.
Bright Shadow's gonna continue playing a little bit.
This level just looks really annoying.
Yes. Yes, it does. Nope, already been here, I guess.
Oh,
Had
that's it.
enough. Went the wrong way in a maze level.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I've done that in testing before. Where I just have this vibe where I'm like, I don't know, this looks kind of mazy. I'm gonna need this game to show me pretty soon why it's not a mazy sort of game before I reject it. And then, like, I'll just, like, hit a dead end somewhere, and I'm like, well, you blew it. Doing pretty well despite missing a couple body parts. We're joined by brightshadow. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was certain that I had lost that one long ago.
Yeah, probably especially when you got to the end of Act 10 and one of those things jumped out right in front of the exit.
And I knew it was there too, and just ran right into it.
Oh, we did not know it was there. We thought that was hecka rude.
Oh, I saw it pop out like when I was headed around bombing corners and all that. But then when I got up to it, I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, that thing's gonna pop out at like the one frame.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder, like, if you weren't, like, hugging the top wall, like, would you have been able to squeak past?
Probably not, but maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna try it again.
This is like a weird game, right? Like, did you feel like you were able to just, like, get past that and figure out, like, what you're supposed to do, or was the weirdness, like, always kind of distracting?
No. I mean, I got used to it pretty quick, except for trying to do circles around things without shoving them, which was nearly impossible.
The core mechanic to the entire game, what it's all
Yes.
about, is drawing circles around a guy. And, like, you never really got there on there.
No, it sucked the entire time.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really finicky about what a circle is, and sometimes it's extremely generous.
Yeah, if you push something into like the top left corner and you just sort of wiggle the D-pad, it just goes like, sure, that counts.
Yep, we saw that move a couple times.
But I don't even know how I got the last boss before it unstunned. I was pretty sure that was going to be a, okay, try again.
Yeah, it didn't look like you had a good circle, and then suddenly the middle thing you were trying to encircle was gone.
Yeah, and it was just
and the rest of it was exploding.
You tried hard enough. I kind of wonder if I couldn't have done that with the first boss on 6 too, but I like ate all of its outside parts and that killed it. But I'm not sure.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true. So I thought this boss was going to follow the same pattern. Like, okay, they've taught us how bosses work. You must eat all of the other parts, right?
But its parts were really big, and so I was like, maybe I can just get the middle instead.
Also, you pushed them like through the wall, so they were impossible to circle like pretty quickly, and so that made me wonder, like, all right, are you supposed to do this then?
Who knows?
Maybe we'll see. Cookies has just got to Act 10.
Yeah.
You maybe saw in the race chat, they were typing some strange things. I don't know what happened to their controller/keyboard.
Yeah.
But, they started getting some like rapid fire inputs.
But
I think
maybe they had the auto thing bound.
Yeah.
Good old BizHawk thing.
Some combination of that. So I think whatever retime they have is elapsed. I'm pretty sure you've got the win here for sure.
Yeah.
The last level, it appears like you're locked in a small space with a boss, but actually you're meant to escape and seek power-ups, and
right.
it gave you like a picture tutorial of what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, over and over. It's like, oh, here's a little genie lamp. What's this do? something. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep moving on because I don't know what this is. And then it did it again, and I'm like, it must really want me to look at this.
Yeah, there were two of them.
I think there were 3 on the top side. That was like half of that entire level was just lamps that all said the exact same thing. Grab this ball that you've never seen before because you didn't go the other way yet.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of shocking, and like it has me so curious what else this game has.
Well, level 12 is just a horrible maze.
I did see you go the wrong way and then be like, that's it.
Yeah, nope. That's as soon as I paused, I was just like, nope, I'm never opening this game again. I'm done.
So maybe it's just because it was you racing, but I couldn't help but find myself make a lawnmower comparison. Is there anything there?
No, it's Gauntlet, but you're a snake.
Yeah, we did talk about Gauntlet too.
It really, even like the movement kind of feels Gauntlet-y. Like,
No!
except for that you have a dash.
Cookies just got eaten by that thing in front of the exit on Act 10.
Rip. Well, I mean, at least it wasn't just me.
Yeah, and you're right. It is popping out a bunch while you're
Uh-huh.
trying to deal with that guy.
Yeah, it telegraphs, but like you're not focusing on something that's nowhere near you.
Do you feel like you were able to like be aware of like generally probably my body parts are hanging out over there, and like me, you know, I have a sense that a key is maybe on this side of the level, or were you very focused on this like immediate area and just sort of taking it all as it comes?
I just kind of picked a direction and just went. And like just tried to traverse as much space as I could, because then I would get information about where my parts were and where the food was. And then like the exit was a crapshoot. Like one of those levels, I think 9, I just got lucky when I finally finished the objectives and was like, okay, now I gotta find the exit before I get broken up by something chasing me. And I just happened to go right into it. But that could have cost me 30 seconds, no problem, just looking around in corners. Because I was sure it was going to be either in the dead center of the map or in some corner. And it was not in the center, because that's where I went first.
Right. It seemed like you mostly opted to try to get past enemies rather than like kill them.
Drawing circles around things is hard. So if you could just stun it, and most of the time you never need to go back to where the enemy is. So it didn't really matter. You just stun it and leave. And like the only time that it would be a problem is if for some reason you had to backtrack, which most of the time you didn't unless you died.
Oh, come on! I was
Cookies
watching
has
this.
once again died to the thing.
Yeah.
But the same thing?
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's true. Like one time, shame on you, right? Second time.
Yeah.
It was the 3rd time.
That's gotta feel bad. That's
True.
gotta feel really bad.
'Cause I was watching.
Hopefully they don't think it's on like a timer. Because it's absolutely a jump scare.
Worth mentioning, your opponent mostly got really hung up on the first boss.
Uh-huh.
They were planting the bombs, and I think sort of thought that was dealing damage to the boss.
Yeah.
So they just weren't going in for the eat afterwards.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I saw the stun. Like, you know, it stunned the same way all the other enemies did, just in big chunks. That seemed like it was, like, explained pretty well to me, anyway.
Okay, Cookies Are Yum is on the final level.
I feel like I should open the stream muted so that I can watch.
That's Fountain the Magic Lamp.
It's
And
such a
it
random
implies-
way all of a sudden to tell you something.
It implies that it's like a text box being spoken by something at the bottom of the screen, like a speech bubble.
Yeah, the genie is talking to you.
You rub the lamp and a
Whoa.
speech bubble pops out.
Oh, we died. Never mind. I thought we found like a warp or something.
No, those things suck.
I'm really confused what they are.
I think they're supposed to be like little worms, like going up and down out of the ground.
Ah. Also, did you notice how there were like some robots that were like jazzing up? They were like glitching out, including the boss.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Why can't the game just be
Video game.
normal?
Nothing about this game is normal.
This reminds me of a different game. I forgot what the gameplay was even like, but I think it was also PC Engine. It was just kind of weird.
I don't know.
Well, given you haven't described the game
Yeah, I don't
at all,
what was the
Don't think I
gameplay
can help you.
like?
the fact that you can't remember the gameplay is wild.
It was kind of similar in the way you try to avoid enemies, and I think you go like along walls, yeah, I got nothing.
I think you're just talking about a dream you had one time. not a video game.
We definitely raced it. It was an MT race.
I'll get the key.
I thought that key was like on a higher ledge.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then I was like, well, there's no way to jump. I'm just gonna try stuff, and bombed the wall, and it worked. I thought that was a bit rude of the game to just put the key there, but not. It doesn't give you any clue that you're supposed to bomb like the rampy looking wall next to it.
Yeah, it looks like every other wall in the room. Had a little look at it there, but I think that's not what Cookie's brain was focused on. I think accidentally left the room and thinking, I need to get out of here, get back in that room. But that key is there.
Nope.
The genie's lamp has made a proclamation. You've got to have that in the back of your head.
I wonder if you can actually kill it with bombs.
It does seem to have exactly the same functionality when you shoot that shot.
Yeah. I mean, certainly it's not going to be easy.
No.
Reading the old instructions again. I had to look at those instructions like 3 times before it really sunk in that I was supposed to go find a green thing.
I mean, it's just very shocking the first time it pops up. Oh, is that going to be close enough?
Oh,
no.
come on.
Oh no, oh no. Okay, wait. Oh no!
That's... Why is it only the left side? Why is this thing so
Good question.
fast?
It could be so long before Cookies Are Yum tries to bomb the other walls around
The enemies
key.
respawn, but like mad.
Yeah, it's angry.
Oh.
That's terrible.
So much for our idea of killing them to get them out of the way.
Because I'm trying to find the game that I don't even know what it looks or plays like. It's impossible.
And there's only like 330 PC
Okay,
Engine games.
okay, so the screen scrolled, you moved across walls, it had kind of the same vibe as this. There was the last level, which was like level 4 or something of the goal, was like an auto-scroller, because you were on some kind of platform that was moving through the level. And then like moving around the platform somehow. Or like inside, maybe it was a box and you were in the box. That's all I know.
I have absolutely nothing.
Incredible. Cookies Are Yum wants this key, has sort of zeroed in on the key as an objective. Is bombing the walls closest to the edge of the stage, as if Zelda style it's going to open a path to a new screen, and honestly the walls you need to blow up to get the key, I mean I guess they're more Gauntlet style than Zelda style, but it's the right sort of thinking.
Yeah.
Myth, I found it.
No way.
It was a slinky. You control a slinky. The game is called Mesopotamia, and it's a PC Engine game.
I bet I could have commentated this game and I still will have no memory. Oh, the right side. Is the right side gonna work? Oh my
Of
goodness.
course not.
Now this enemy is here. The left side.
Get it?
Yes.
There we go.
And in stunned disbelief, Cookies Are Yum picks up the key. Summer Assault.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Known in Japan as Mesopotamia.
This is what it looks like.
Never seen that Slinky. Wait, maybe I have seen that Slinky.
Alright, Cookies Are Yum
Are
has
Yum.
picked up the gun. But see, it's got like the same vibe. In a weird way.
Same color palette.
And it's
got,
it's also like really weird experimental gameplay that doesn't really work.
Hmm. I connect people in my head that have the same vibes,
I know what you mean.
or same like name, like just like a couple letters similar in their name, and I'm like,
Or like it's the same like capital letter like sequence. Like 3 capital letters followed by smaller non-capital letters.
yeah. Getting Jackazam and Jal split in my head was like hard mode.
Jalazam.
Jalazam _
Green ball! I like how it's
Managed
called
to
green
encircle
ball.
Green ball, which obviously unlocks bomb shoot.
It's not like, oh, picked up the bomb module. No, it's green ball.
Green ball.
Okay, where's our tail? This isn't enough to make a
I think
circle.
there's more parts on the top, isn't there?
Yeah. It's probably gonna need it. I mean,
You won't be able to surround the center with like 6 pieces.
let's be honest. You didn't surround shit.
Yeah.
You can just cozy up next to it.
And just kind of
Aggressively
cross your
enough.
fingers.
Okay, Cookies Are Yum gets the picture. I like the one-shot stun. Stun it and go. Stun and go.
Ah, this hedgehog. Go away. Okay, nice. We are all powered up. We're ready to fight this guy. Ah, too early.
How do you feel about collecting your body while the boss is like shooting at you? Like, do you just like focus on lining up the shot to get the stun? Or do you not want to spend time collecting your body while it's stunned? You want to be ready to go immediately.
Maybe it's like if all of the body parts are in the same spot, it's fine to keep them there. Oh, that was well done.
That was easy.
But if they're like all spread out, then you won't be able to collect all of them while the boss is stunned.
Yeah, true. Like always, usually the best answer is an it depends. Well, there it is. I gotta say, Cookies Are Yum, I think, was like not as good of a blind racer. You know, like picking up on cues and making good decisions on like a macro scale. But micro, in terms of like controlling the thing and making circles, I think they probably were even a little bit better.
Yeah, like the gameplay was fine.
Well, we'll see if they want to come in and chat. The first thing they said after finishing was "Yikes." I hope that's less about feeling self-conscious about losing by 20 minutes or whatever. It's a weird game.
Yep.
When weird stuff comes your way, it's a lot easy to get caught off balance.
I like
Alright,
the weird games.
we're joined now by Cookies Are Yum. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Congrats on finishing.
I didn't even think I was going to finish after that first boss. I was like,
You
I didn't
got
even-
so good at
I'd never thought
fighting
that I could
the
touch
boss.
things after they were stunned.
Yeah. It was just one of those things where like it's
Yeah,
it's
you
flashing.
just,
Is that damage? Maybe.
Well, I honestly didn't really think about ever killing an enemy beforehand. There's just no point, and it doesn't really say ever to kill an enemy. But I never tried, so
Yeah. That's tough.
So
Yeah,
I thought
learning how
that-
to fight an enemy is easier done at some point earlier in the run than the boss.
Yeah, if you just accidentally stun an enemy and bump into it, then you would know that. But I never did that since you never really needed to. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Also, those blue things that spin around and just randomly move whenever it feels like.
Oh, that like sort of like geometric looking
Yes,
crab
those
thing.
blue diamond things that
Yeah.
they just spin around and then they just want to move whenever they want to move. I don't know how many times I died on that first boss just because I couldn't pass the one.
Yeah,
It
Maurice
was
was
really
very
cool
upset
when they
with
got
that guy.
fucking 1 block wide.
And it blocks the
hallways, and you
pathway
couldn't
too,
even
so you
go.
just sit there and you're
Yeah.
waiting. Yeah. But then
I just rammed it. I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna try again.
And then also, like, I didn't realize you could bump into stunned enemies until learning the boss. So you didn't think of stunning it to move past it. You would just wait for it to move out of your way.
Oh, I just killed
Yeah.
myself on it and just started over so it
Just
wouldn't
started
be in the way. That's all I did. Like, I didn't even
Oh
think
my
that hard about it. I was just like, ah.
Yeah, no, I was just started waiting. Just okay, can you move? Yeah.
Maurice was very upset with that enemy while both of you were making those boss runs. And he was like, "You get rid of this enemy, get it out of here." But now I understand, like, oh, if you don't realize that's an option, then yeah, then it's just going to be a problem. And then you got caught by that thing at the end of Act 10. Both of you did.
There was one time that I guess when you're picking up your worm pieces, it buffers a little bit, and so when I was grabbing the worm pieces, I guess it buffered a bit. I don't know, maybe it didn't buffer and I just didn't let go, but I ran into that little worm thing that comes out the wall.
I see.
And I was, yeah.
But then the other 2 times or whatever. it
The other 2
happened.
times were my fault. I was just being
Yeah.
impatient.
I could not believe when that thing popped out. We didn't notice it. Did you notice it the first time? Like it's moving quite a lot as you're spiraling around towards the center, but we missed it entirely, so it was a jump scare.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize it. I mean, I don't know if it's RNG. Like, how often does it pop out? I think it
Oh,
just
they
pops
try to
out when
kill
you're
you.
close to it.
It's proximity. Yeah.
Yeah, proximity. So, I saw it go back in when I was picking up body pieces, so I just went for it and it popped out again.
Oh.
Damn it.
And then, so you bombed the wrong 2 walls guarding the way to the key, which is just sort of another unfortunate thing in the final level.
I don't understand that part.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
no
know. The
crack
left
or
wall,
anything.
you can blow it up. That's
There's
it.
no indication, no cracks or anything.
Nope,
It's just-
completely the same as all
No.
the other walls. We kind of
Yeah.
couldn't believe that whole thing. Like
At
the
first I
magic
thought maybe
lamp.
there was a secret path on the other side. Like, no, that's the boss room though.
Yeah, we saw you try the side walls, like a Zelda dungeon or something, and it seemed very reasonable given the stances. Went through your head when you talked to the magic lamp and it gave you a picture message tutorial or whatever that is.
Why does this shoot the bullet diagonally off screen like after that instruction?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, you get this item so you can shoot something, and it shoots it off screen. Like,
Instead of like a picture of like the shot coming out, it's like
Yeah, it's
actually
just-
shooting the shot on the screen.
yeah, you just see a projectile going off screen. Like, huh?
And you don't want to just wait and linger at this thing because it's like, go, 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 I'm in a race. But you do kind of need to understand what it's trying to tell you.
And enemies respawn, I guess. Found out.
Yes,
And they
that
get
was that
mad?
surprised
I'm like,
us.
huh?
Because I think that's not really a thing in the other level.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
drew a
actually,
weird one for
interesting
your first mystery tournament game. I was like less about the game, but more like the overall experience. Like, how was it?
Well, I've been playing the Kuso Grande thing, so
So not that different then.
not that different. Yeah. I guess, yeah, my controller messed up like in the first 10 minutes, 15
Yeah.
minutes. I think it's because I had still, I maybe I pressed one of the binds for the turbo buttons because the PC Engine has turbo, and I didn't know what button it was.
Yeah, that would explain.
So
I was like,
so,
is
yeah,
the
I just
cursor in
reminded
2
you.
places at once? What am I seeing? No, I guess it was turbo down the whole time or whatever.
Yeah, so I didn't know what button it was to turn it off, and so I just remapped, used the keyboard. It was kind of ruined my
Your
my
flow.
groove, especially when
Oh,
it's during
yeah.
the boss. I'm like, okay, I was really annoyed.
Oh, that's a shame. It's one thing if there's a problem, right? We'll retime the problem that happened,
Yeah,
right? We'll
it's-
give you the 3-minute or whatever it was for you to fix the controls.
I was,
But
yeah, I was
the
just really
mental
annoyed.
part afterwards, like there's no way to account for that, right? So you kind of just got to tough it out. Shame, especially on the first race here on Mystery Tournament. But it was like at least it was like an interesting game, It wasn't like some boring.
I
I'm
don't know if
gonna
you had any
remember
like slowdowns in your game, Shadow.
Not
For some
that I
reason,
noticed.
like-
I mean, other than just like the intentional pauses when you pick up segments.
Like my game sometimes during that boss, like a couple of retries, my game started going like sluggish for some reason, and then after I fixed my controller, my buttons, it just went back to normal, and I was moving fast again. I don't know why.
Oh,
Because
there's a button to like go faster, right?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is,
there's a
but
dash.
it wasn't that. It was something was going on.
It wouldn't have to do. I guess
Either.
maybe like you were overloading it with inputs, and that was.
I don't know
slowing
if
it
it's
down?
possible. Maybe that is
Huh.
what happened until it fixed when I went to keyboard and mouse.
Could be. If you were like spamming the dash button and that was like just making
Yeah,
the
it's
game,
it basically like it was like
unhappy.
yeah, it was like lag. Like if you put too many things on the screen or something. That sort of lag.
Well, I don't know how to classify whatever you just played. But what sort of game would you like to get in your next match?
Oh, this was fun though. Because like lots of my Kusa Grande games, they've been like platformers and stuff. Besides one game, which was like Monkey Ball. So that was just nice to have a different style of game.
Okay,
Because
so
I've been
something.
getting platformers all the
fresh.
time in Kusa Grande.
We do have some of those for sure. But
Because I've
hopefully
been
we'll-
watching lots of the mystery games, and they've been like puzzle games and stuff. I'm like, cool. And then I get my game; it's not a puzzle game.
It's well, it got a little puzzly at the
A
end.
little
I guess,
puzzly,
but
but I was like, okay, whatever. It was just funny that, yeah, like the last 4 games you guys that have been chosen were like kind of like puzzle games.
yeah, we do have a lot of those. I mean, odds are good. You'll draw it for your next match. You're not out. It's double elimination. You're
Yeah.
a lizard now, though. You've grown a
Who
tail.
am I against next time?
Good question. I don't have the bracket up. I'm not good. at
I'll
this
figure
part.
it out. I'll figure it out.
Maurice is gonna figure it out.
Well, I mean, you can bridge the gap as I figure it out.
I mean, I have nothing left to say other than here's your next opponent. Good luck. Goodbye. So I'm stuck.
All right, all right. Cookies.
Also,
I
I
mean,
think
Just,
some
just play
okay,
like
here
play a round of lawnmower on stream.
Cookies. I am is gonna play against Death Star.
All right, there you go.
Cool.
I find most of the time, especially with newcomers, it's just like you're gonna play against a screen name you've never
Yeah.
heard before.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, Destar's a decent opponent. You've got a shot. So best of luck to both of you
Yeah,
in your next
good games.
match.
Thanks.
Thank you. GG.
And thank you so much for coming out, racing, and for talking to us.
Take care. Good night, guys.
And with that, we come to a close for today's events. Come back, what is this? Tomorrow? Tonight? 12 p.m. is noon.
I mean,
Come back in
it's today
10
for me.
hours and 41 minutes. Poor Maurice, he's been up. It's 7:20 a.m. for him over there.
Time to get up, you know? Start the day fresh.
Special thanks to you for toughing it out with all this stuff. We had Internet Dirigible on commentary, maybe some others even before I tuned in.
GFM was here.
Yeah, GFM. All our moderators and everything, all the racers, and to all of you for watching. We got a lot more Mystery Tournament coming up, as you can see. Just already tomorrow/today, there are 5+ matches. Expect more because the deadline is Friday. So we got a lot coming in, and it's going to be that way for like at least a couple weeks. So if you want more mystery, you can obviously come back here on these times to find us live. You can follow the Twitch channel. You could even subscribe to the Twitch channel if you want to support us because you think what's going on here is cool. We'll use that money to pay like server costs and stuff. A little bit of upkeep. And I don't know, maybe eventually we'll do something cool with it. And we got a Discord you can join if you want to be a part of things more directly. You can join the races and play along, or just find out more about the games and people that are being played. We'd love to have you. And that's all I got. Come back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then.